Guys, I did a bad thing, and I will admit the game has grabbed me by the balls and is twisting me for all I'm worth because I am wailing on prisms. Now, there's a good reason for this. There's a good reason for this, I swear. Okay, number one is I am a degenerate. Number two is this prism pool is very good. There's almost no bad pulls in here. And also my most wanted hero in the entire game is in this pool. And honestly, epics are not that hard to pull in these. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to pull until either a legendary and maybe a little bit more, or a geomancer and maybe a little bit more. Those are the two main things I'm looking for. I mean, this summon pool is freaking stacked. Wixwell would be the single best legendary for my account. Hydra, Clan Boss, even Chimera. He's insane. He puts out shield himself, including increased defense and intercept, which is pretty cool. And then puts decrease attack, increases the duration of all ally buffs, including the shield, and then increases the value of all shields on all allies, which is ridiculous. This is one of the best champions in Clan Boss, debatably the best champion in Clan Boss. And not only that, he has guaranteed counter attack placed on every single round. It's insane. And he has provoke on the A1. So he's great for Hydra, great for Clan Boss, great for really a lot of areas. Wixwell is that guy, and he would be the number one pull. Harima's probably my most wanted normal legendary in the game, just because she seems so cool. I've wanted her for a very long time just to play around with her. And not only that, there's a bunch of good legendaries in here. We got the Rat, great in Arena. Bombs is one of my favorite mechanics in the entire game. I love bombs. At the beginning, back when I played my other account a couple years ago, I only really had Gaius the Gleeful. Here, a tangent here, but I'm reminiscent here. All right, so you guys are gonna have to deal with it. If you want to get one of the best starts in Raid Shadow Legends, use the link in my description below to get a free legendary champion, Narma the Returned, as well as 3 amazing epic champions as you level up. Now, the way that you're going to do this is you're going to log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Then you're going to click the link in the description, register with a brand new email. Then you're going to launch Raid, complete the tutorial, and as you go to your inbox, you are going to be able to claim your first legendary champion. Next, you're going to get Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you level up. Please don't let this insane offer pass you by and click on my link now to get the start that you deserve. Gaius the Gleeful was a fusion, or a fragment summon, I think it was. And he was like my only DPS. I used him in Arena, I used him in Doom Tower, I used him everywhere. I used him everywhere. And his main idea was his A2 would hit everyone, sleep them, bomb them, and then if he died or if he hit the A3, the bombs would all detonate and go pop. And I freaking love bombs. I know bombs are not the most meta thing ever, but there are a lot of decent bomb champions now, including Nishak. Nishak is very cool. Pytheon, Amazing Reviver would be great. Mighty Uugo, Amazing Reviver would be great. Stultus, Good and Dragon, not really the one I want, but would be okay. And then we also got Korugar, we got Dune Herald, we got Eostrid, we got Freyja, and then we also have Glaciad of the Meltwater. Any of these guys I will get a lot of use out of. But the main guy is going to be Geomancer. Geomancer, epic, insane kit. A3 fully depletes turn meter, then steals the turn meter, and puts HP burn and weaken. And if he gets hit when someone has an HP burn on them, he reflects the damage. There's so many strats with this. He does a ton of clan boss damage, which is the main focus, and he's good everywhere. And there's some really interesting strategies where you have a block damage. You have some people that either extend buffs or reduce cooldowns, like Painkeeper. And then you have a Geomancer, and he literally just kills the boss by sitting there. It's so cool. I love Geo. He's great. That's who I want. Now, there's some other decent epics that I will definitely get some use. But as you can see, we got 10 pulls here. I am willing to get more if I need, but this is what I am going to start with, okay? We're going to start with this and we're gonna see what happens. I'm doing single pulls because I am scared, okay? This is $100 I should not have spent, but luckily I'm in a position to spend. So we're gonna get right into it. Like and subscribe so I can recoup my losses. We're gonna go immediately into it. It's only a... Let's go! Do I end the video here? No, obviously not. We're gonna go over a legendary now because we pulled him in a single pull. Geomancer, like I said, I just explained this kit. That's game changing. That's game changing. That's game changing. And it was, like I was saying, like I subscribe so I could recoup my losses because this is not worth it. Lady Quillen. What does Lady Quillen do? I don't know anything about her. Fills the champion's turn meter if it's critical. Place an extra hit if it's critical. Fills the turn meter of all allies if it kills an enemy. Then we have increased crit damage, increased attack, attack all enemies. That's not terrible, but it's 4-turn. She seems very mediocre, honestly. This is a 6% chance per each prism, so it's very unlikely we get anything. Hey, Mordecai. Mordecai might actually be really good because his A3 is increased attack on all allies, but that's not really the part I'm worried about. The thing is, the HP burn on all allies, on all enemies, 100% chance. It is a 4-turn cooldown, but he's one of the best epic burners. He also has a turn meter control A2. This guy's very good. I wouldn't build him for a long time, but he is undeniably a goat for Spider. We got a 6% chance here. We're gonna keep it going a little bit, going into the next person, which is, I don't even want to try this. Ilicinia. Okay, reviews are decent. Chance of stealing a buff. Tackle enemies, remove all block debuffs, then place block buff. This is 75% chance each. This is a terrible ability if it's not 100%. And then she has a weak version of Strengthen. Why? Why? Why have all these conditionals and then not even have the strong versions? Nah, we move on. That's unimportant. Legendary? No. We get Mistrider Dithy. Very good in Faction War. Interesting. Chance of removing a buff, chance of granting an extra turn, chance of placing decreased defense, 100% right there. If it's placed on all enemies, which it should, extra turn, which is essentially a 3-turn cooldown, and then increase attack, increase accuracy, and extra turn. We got 2 extra turn abilities there. That seems very interesting, honestly. Honestly, decent pull right there. I would like the Lady Mikage fusion piece, ideally soon. Hey, Husk! Husk is really good. Really, really good. Mainly because of this enemy max HP ability. Enemy max HP damage is incredibly important for a lot of stuff. He's one of the best epic Hydra DPS just because of that enemy max HP. He's very useful. Very usable, definitely on the list. Because we got Geomancer, I'm a little less worried about epics, but that's a good pull. And we get another one. All right, let me know in the comments, do I empower a Husk or do I build a second one? Let me know. We're gonna move on though. Already talked about it. And then we get to another Dithy. Now, I'm gonna take this intermission here to kind of complain. And I know not everyone likes complaining. I like the game a lot. I think this is an important thing to talk about. The mercy system in this game for prisms, and just the game kind of in general, but that's another topic. In prisms, it is so stupid. It is 20 summons without a legendary, then you hit pity, and it's a 4% increase per shard. So you're generally gonna get it after like 30 pulls, which by the way is $300, a little under $300. That's a lot, all right? But the worst part about this is the mercy counter resets after the current summon pool event ends. Why? That is the dumbest thing I have ever read. It makes 0 sense. Prisms are already expensive, and while the smaller summon pool makes them incredibly good, this is just dumb. It's dumb. They're already expensive. Even free to play, you're not gonna get enough to hit the pity. In a year of playing, it takes longer than a year. I'm pretty sure to hit this. Like, what the heck? Why does it reset? Just don't make it reset. I'm still pulling the shards. I'm still buying the shards. I'm still doing it. Why am I not allowed to have a realistic pity system that carries over from the shards? It makes 0 sense. It's just a dumb cash grab. It needs to be changed. It's stupid. But we got 2 more. I will recharge if we don't hit a Lego because I want to hit a Lego. And we got a 3rd Husk. Moving on. I mean, okay, we're gonna keep it going. And we get Neldor. Neldor is actually pretty good. Fire Knight Hard, which I will eventually have to focus on. 3-hitter on the A1 with a 40% chance of hitting a freeze. A2 is a 4-hitter, decrease attack, decrease accuracy. A3, double hitter with decreased speed, which is pretty good as well. And whenever an ally places a freeze debuff, this champion has a chance to attack the target with their default skill. Neldor is also insane. But unfortunately, we didn't hit a Lego, and I'm already deep enough, so pray for me. Pray for me. Okay, we got another pull. 5 pulls. I'm only topping up 1 at a time until we hit a Lego. Here we get Brungiri. I've never heard of this guy ever. A1 provoke, not very good chance to be honest. A2 attack all enemies, chance to place like stun. I've seen worse. And then the A3 has strengthen on all allies, shield on all allies with less than 50% HP. Why make it conditional? That's not great. Heal whenever an ally or an enemy dies. He doesn't seem that bad, but why is it the shield is with less than 50% HP? Just do a shield, right? It's just 15% of this target's max HP. There's epics that do that. Why limit this epic? I don't know. We're gonna move on. Damn. Rector Drath, my boy. Is it a girl? This might be a girl. Either way, we got Rector Drath again. Rector, very good. I'm already using a maxed out Rector. She's very useful. Do I build a second one or do I empower? Let me know in the comments. Once again, we're gonna keep it going. We got 3 more. Please give me a Lego. It's a 6% chance. Zargala is really solid as well. A1 weekend, not a crazy chance, but decent. She's like really old school with a two turn, one hitter, instantly activates the A3 if the target is killed by this attack. This thing hits pretty hard. A3, tackle enemies 3 times after the first hit, has a 50% chance of placing a decreased defense for 2 turns. It's actually, when you skill her, a 75% chance. It's a double hitter, it's almost guaranteed. Well, it's not almost guaranteed, but it's still very frequent. And then the A2 combos into it. She's actually quite good. I'm happy to have picked her up, but you want to know what I'm not happy about? Having to continue to pull. Oh my god. Dithey, get out of here. Please. I don't want to be here with you. Oh my god. This is terrible. Neldor, thank you. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, 6 more pulls on the way. All right, 6 more. Because we've bought it 4 times, which gives us an extra 10. If I don't get it here, I'm gonna be very upset. And the thing is, I feel like I have to get it now. Hey, Geomancer, that's a W. I feel like I have to go for it now, just because we're so far in, right? And the Mercy resets, which means that I gotta hit the Mercy now, or I'm gonna feel like I am a failure. All right, Burn, Giri. We got an A1 Geo, that's the best thing so far. Okay, come on. Hey, Pythion! Let's go! Pythion is so good. I really enjoy Pythion. As you can see, really good reviews. Might be the first champion that's a Lego that I actually skill up. A1, heal an ally with the lowest HP by 25% of this champion's max HP after each hit, I think, is how that translates. Then we got a full cleanse, block debuffs for 2 turns. I don't have any block debuffs right now. Then it heals. Heal each ally by an extra 5% of their max HP for each debuff removed. Then we got a very good revive, 50% HP, 50% turn meter, and 4 turn cooldown. Also a strengthen, which is really good. I don't have any strengthen heroes. And then allies receive less damage, 5%, from skills for each buff on them. Stacks up to 25%. Pythion is really good. That was one of the main ones I wanted. It's not a Wixwell, but I'm happy with that. And let me just quickly move some of these things. Are these Mikage fusion parts? They are. Okay. I would like Isabel just to round it out there, but that is also kind of huge. Well, we got 3 more. We're already this deep into it. I regret this. I regret everything. We're gonna get another freaking Buren Giri. We're moving on. We already talked about them. Oh, another Lego? Korugar Deathbell, what does he do? I forget. I think he's good. A1, attack an enemy, heals this champion by 10%, 30% when skilled. A2, attack all enemies, has a 100% chance of filling the turn meters of all allies by 30%. Also, full AoE cleanse. I don't need an AoE cleanse because I got Pythion, but that's good. And then ally protection and strengthen. I don't have any ally protection. Pythion's my first strengthen, so this is another strengthen option. And then this is a pretty cool ability. Counters attacks whenever an ally under ally protection buff is attacked, and then also increases this champion's resistance by 20 and defense by 10% for each ally protection buff on allies. Also increases it by a different amount there. If there are multiple champions, only one will activate. I had such a rocky start. I'm so glad we started to actually hit. Korugar is very cool. I like Korugar a lot. And then we're gonna end it off with a Thylesia. Another AoE decreased defense. This one does not need accuracy, I think? Maybe it needs accuracy, but either way, it's not a 100% chance. It's a just straight up places. And then she has increased duration of all debuffs, chance of debuff spreading, and when attacking enemies under decreased defense, has a chance of placing hex. She's pretty good. I'm probably not gonna use her for a while, but overall, I'm actually not upset with that summoning session. that was decent. Now, was it worth $200? That's for you guys to decide, but I came in wanting Geomancer, literally first pull Geomancer. Now I can make him A1. I'm going to make him A1, which is good. We got 2 Mikage fusion parts. We got a very good Fire Knight hard champion. We got either a second or probably an A1 Rector Drath. We got Zargala for the first time, which is cool. But mainly we got Pythion, who I really, really wanted. And we got Korugar, who I'm no way upset about. I think he's interesting. Reviews are not crazy, but he seems like he's a fun champion to play around with. And Carolon's gonna probably get some good use on my account. So it's just kind of an example of a newer account's gonna have a little bit more fun with some of these champions than most accounts. Either way, let me know what you guys think about the summoning session. Who should I build first? Is anyone here good? Should I be building a second copy or just empowering most of these epic? Let me know. I would appreciate the help. And yeah, subscribe so I don't go broke. Thanks, guys.